How's it going, everyone? Mike here with April 6th, Merch by Amazon sales update. What a month. The best way that I can describe the month overall so far, I mean, we're 6 days into it, so, kind of don't have a lot of data to make a, pretty accurate assessment here. But inconsistency, like it is so inconsistent that I can't even explain to you what a ride it is, like a roller coaster ride. As you can see, 7 sales in the US for the total number of sales of 7. It's been an interesting day. Let's look at that. Let's look at this before I go into the total numbers. But if you watch the March update videos, you would know that it was pretty consistent across the board. Not that this is very inconsistent, but as you can see, it's going from 9 to 5, and then we jump to 8 to 5, 11 to 7. So 7 is actually, I woke up this morning, I'm recording this on the 7th. 7 is actually a surprise because I went to sleep after midnight last night, and I think I had it was 4 sales. So 3 sales came in after midnight, which is great, but I was actually ready to record this video as the worst day of the month so far. Like I said, it's only 6 days into the month, but it was a really abnormally slow day yesterday. Today, this first thing in the morning, so I do have 1 sale, but again, that's just 1. But it's already has a different feeling than yesterday. Now, the good thing about it is, as you can see, there were 3 cell phone cases, 2 iPhone cases, 1 Samsung, and pretty much any phone case that you see that sells is actually a new upload. So there's an increased number in phone cases that I'm selling, which I really like. New designs are also selling on t-shirts, and then a few pop sockets here and there. The one thing, and we can go to this now, so this is this month total sales across all marketplaces, which is 52. So that's actually not bad for 6 days. Nothing crazy. I'm definitely not hitting that 10 sales a day average. But again, like I mentioned in yesterday's video, the fact that in 5 or 6 days, I have 160, 170 bucks in royalties, I'll take it. But one thing that I've noticed is, even though I've uploaded a lot of products to different marketplaces, there's nothing that's taking off. There's nothing that's selling. There's nothing that's regularly selling. There are definitely a few products that stand out, and this is in the UK and Germany, and even Japan. Where one product, I think in Germany there's probably 3 that do sell regularly, but we're talking out of thousands of products, right? So, and again, these kinds of things come up when there's a slow day. If I didn't have a slow day, I would just think, hey, keep doing what you're doing, which I will do. I don't think I'm going to change anything, but I'm just kind of thinking out loud. Keep doing what you're doing because you're on the right track. You just have to get your products up. You kind of have to get to the point where I want to be, which is, like I mentioned over and over again, it's the products that I want up on the designs that I want up. I don't want just any design on any product because, and then it just means that I have 20,000 products live. I actually want it to be kind of a little strategic and organized. But here's the thing, when I do have a slower day, these are the kinds of questions that I start asking myself. And the questions are, is there a point to listing thousands of products in every single marketplace? Once I get to the point where I want to be in the US market, just like I said, I'm going to get rid of certain products, tote bags, pillows, maybe a couple of other types of shirts. Now, do I want to start eliminating certain marketplaces? That's a good question to ask. And those are the numbers that I'm going to have to look at, because if I have, let's say, 3,000 products in the UK, and then I do the math and I say, hey, if I actually listed 3,000 more products in the U.S., I probably will be getting more sales. I can do the same thing for Germany and go down the list, right? So these kinds of things are good because then it gets you thinking. It's always good to kind of like look at things objectively instead of just kind of going with you know, like, oh, I'm averaging 10 sales a day. That feels good, so I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. This is good because like I've done this before a couple of months ago where I would say, you know, do I want to be at a tier 8,000 and then have a day with 3 sales or one sale? Do I want to explore other options and start pumping money into advertising? Will the return be there? So there are a lot of things to consider. But anyways, this is where we are right now. 7 sales total for the total monthly sales of 52. As you can see here, last 7 days, the average is 54. That's with this one included. So if we're looking like it would be close to 60, which definitely is lower than last month's 7-day average of 70. So in the US this month, I have 45 sales for the total royalties of $154. So where do we stand right now? It's going to be a good month. Like if it continues like this, I'm going to crack about 200 sales in the US, and then it's going to be a little higher than that across the board if it continues like this. But again, we'll see, because as I'm looking at these days, comparing them to last month, this didn't happen as often. I think there were 2 days where I had 4 or 5 sales, and then pretty much everything else was around 10 or more. So interesting numbers. Anyways, I'll wrap it up here. I'm going to keep doing these daily videos because I've received comments where people are saying, you know what, the same thing happened to me. I had a day where there was 1 sale one day and then like 8 the other day. So it's interesting. It's interesting. I never know what's going on behind the scenes, but all I can do is look at the numbers as they are. And like I said, this is where we are. As always, thanks for watching. If you have any comments or you want to share anything, you know where to leave the comment, and I'll see you guys soon.